I need to tell you something that might sound counterintuitive. Everyone is obsessed with day one, the startup energy, the hustle, the blaze of beginnings. And they're right to be. It's intoxicating. But what I've learned, what truly defines a journey, isn't how you start. It's what you do when the initial fire begins to fade, when the routine sets in, when you've had your first taste of success, and you get comfortable. That moment, that feeling, we have a name for it inside Amazon. We call it Day 2. And for years, I've been telling everyone that Day 2 is stasis, followed by irrelevance, followed by a painful, inevitable decline, followed by death. But I was only giving you half the truth. The full truth is this: your awareness of your own Day 2 mindset, that feeling of settling, that comfort, that resistance to change, that awareness is not your enemy. It is the most powerful alarm bell you will ever have. And if you listen to it, it becomes your single greatest advantage. I remember our first real Day 2 moment. It was after we'd survived the dot-com bust. We were successful. We were the bookstore that had beaten the giants, and there was a satisfaction that started to seep into the halls, a sense that we had figured it out, that we could just execute. I felt it in myself, the temptation to just manage what we had built, to optimize, to play defense. And it terrified me, because I remembered my grandfather's ranch. I remembered the machinery that was left out in the rain, unused. It didn't break down from being overused. It rusted. It seized up from disuse, from a lack of care and a refusal to adapt to the changing weather. A company is the same. It doesn't die from a single catastrophic blow. It rusts. It decays slowly from the inside, from the quiet, insidious disease of good enough. So we made a rule, a commitment, to fight it, to stay in Day 1. But the rule wasn't about pretending Day 2 doesn't exist. It was about using the fear of Day 2 as our fuel. Every time we felt ourselves getting comfortable, we'd lean into it. We'd ask the hard questions. Why are we doing it this way? What if we started today with what we know now? What would we build? Who is the customer, and what are we still not doing for them? These questions, they aren't comfortable. They disrupt, they unsettle, they make people nervous. I made people nervous. People thought I was never satisfied, and they were right. I wasn't. Because satisfaction is the warm, comfortable bed that Day 2 offers you. It's the siren song that tells you to sleep. Just a little longer. But if you listen to that unease, that dissatisfaction, it becomes a compass. It points directly towards the next thing. The real innovation. Our greatest successes didn't come from a plan. They came from a refusal to accept our own status quo. AWS, Amazon Web Services. That came from looking at our own internal infrastructure and asking, why is this so hard for everyone else? Why are we sitting on this capability? It was a Day 2 function, a cost center that we turned into a world-changing business simply because we refused to let it just be good enough. The Kindle. That came from looking at the beloved book, the very thing that built us, and having the audacity to ask, how can we make this better? It was a direct challenge to our own core, and it was born entirely from a Day 1 energy, sparked by the fear of our own potential to Day 2 complacency. So, this is what I want you to understand. Don't run from your Day 2 feelings. Don't bury them. Don't feel guilty for them. Welcome them. Thank them. That feeling of comfort, that's your signal. That resistance to a new idea, that's your map. That voice that says, this is how we've always done it, that is your single most important competitor. Your Day 2 mindset is not a sign of failure. It is a built-in early warning system. It is the friction that creates the spark. It is the constant internal competitor that keeps you sharp, keeps you hungry, and forces you to reinvent yourself, long before the outside world ever has to. Embrace the rust. Listen to the creak of your own settling foundations. Because the moment you become aware of it is the moment you can sand it away, oil the gears, and build something stronger in its place. The goal isn't to live in a perpetual, frantic day one. That's exhausting. The goal is to have the wisdom to see day two approaching, and the courage to use it as a catalyst. Look inward, find your comfort, and disrupt it. That is where your greatest advantage lies.